Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see Big Ben Roethlisberger, and the Pittsburgh Steelers as they match up with the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Bengals, and leading them is the same man that's led them since 2011. Their second leading passer in franchise history, and that's Andy Dalton.
Heads up, Lee! 46 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
He will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check 52.
On second down, Bernard. Avoiding the tackle, Bernard. Still shedding tackles. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash.
Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Big Ben, their veteran quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back?
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Quick slant there. Gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
61. Match box.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he finds McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Got her on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up. The numbers there for Connery in last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now it's Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Xavier Grimble, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time here to remind you that coming up later tonight on Sunday Night Football, it's the Seahawks and the Eagles from Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And then tomorrow night on Monday night, more Birds with the Ravens involved in that one. Sadly not taking on the Cardinals or Falcons, though. Instead, they'll match up with the Rams in L.A. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A draw play. Bernard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the draw, here's Bernard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Boswell for the extra point. gets the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I got it. Slam.
And now to the air, Dalton. He finds Matthews. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Running with Howard. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, Bernard. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Rashard Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Now Roethlisberger on first down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Start. It's like 80. 52. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The sack by Jordan Willis.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Now Roethlisberger. This is caught. Watkins. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
50. Whirl. Check 4. Watch quick. General West.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Let's get it.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Let him know, let him know.
Play action now. Dalton. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Howard all alone in the backfield on second and goal. Dalton. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Roethlisberger throwing complete to McDonald. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Des Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now it's Roethlisberger, goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd down, Bernard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Dalton's throw on target to Tyler Boyd. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Jordan Howard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And finishing it off with a touchdown run was Jordan Howard. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, it's Connor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Dalton wants to throw. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So first and 10 now from the 30. They run with Howard. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go with Howard again. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Dalton gives to Bernard. And an alley run. And down inside the 15 shy of the 10. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken near the 13.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.